But it looks like... Oh, he's like running the gauntlet of the archers. Oh, come on, guys, stab him! Stab him! Okay, guys, welcome back. So this is actually the exact same turn that I left you guys off on last time. In fact, I don't think there's really much of anything to say on the campaign map except for Ebba is now the one guarding the ford, while Boda is taking his army back to get replenished. As you can see, he is short a Wolf's Oathman unit, as well as just having various casualties spread across his units, except for, I guess, maybe the mercenary bowmen. Though we can still replenish them as well, because I'm having one of the units that I had stationed at Swanfleet come back to Dunhold. Basically just assist, or replenish them, I should say. And yeah, everything else is exactly as it was, and so you may be wondering why I've brought you back. And basically, I kind of noticed something after I had Laud start besieging Pelargir. You see, there's yet another river running through Gondor here, and this one has just the one ford in it. So just like how we had Lawa move from this ford to this ford, basically just jumping forward to a different point at which to hold Aduna Bar back, I want him to now jump to this ford again, or forward. And basically, the idea is that Laud, our man of the hour who took over Waka's army, will take Pelargir and Arnak, while Lawa basically holds the ford against any Adunabar forces that try to attack. And since there is, again, only one ford here, we don't need to worry about Waka being attacked while he does that. And I think it is going to be a couple of turns before we can actually accomplish all of that, simply because I am still waiting on Linhir and Eastfold and Woldburg to basically finish their Dominion buildings, which is in 3 turns. Now, public order is actually pretty good throughout the Empire, except for Dol Amroth and maybe Swanfleet. And actually, it's going to be bad in Tharbad very, very soon, because I think they're about to flip to the ways of darkness. In fact, I'm not even sure, like looking at what we've currently got for public order and what I expect it to be next turn, I'm actually not sure that we still could even flip Tharbad if we wanted to. But anyway, the point is that public order is not the greatest in certain places, and I don't want to put too much pressure on them if I don't have to. Of course, depending on how many casualties Lawa takes in like subsequent battles, if Adunabar tries to force him off the ford, then I don't know, that actually could go quite badly. In fact, depending on how many casualties he takes, since Arnak has barely anyone there, I might have Laud's army take over guarding the ford, and then have Lawa's rather depleted force take Arnak instead. We do still have the... Wait, what did I call these? The auxiliary army coming, but it's going to be a few turns before it gets here, and it's not the highest quality army anyways. Well, this might actually be something of an ideal army for holding a ford, simply because of all the war dogs. So the war dogs are pretty critical, like in the battles here, or they were pretty critical, but we still had to use our other units. So at the same time, like I'm looking at like the wilding swords and bowmen, the Dunlandish horsemen, and they're not really good units. Or at least not when facing off against the sort of units we've been fighting with the Adunabar. So anyway, that's what we're going to do now. That's all we really had to say about the campaign map. Now, the ford is being held by a unit of Uruk Guard, Berserkers, and Ologhai, which is not great. But since they don't have to attack, what I'm hoping is going to happen is they'll just sit on their side of the ford, and we can blast them with arrows, and the Uruk Berserkers in particular would not survive that encounter. I don't remember if the Uruk Guard have good armor. I don't think they do. They don't have shields, so that's good. The Ologhai are probably going to be the biggest problem. Now, they will also be reinforced by this force here, I think. Yeah, I think trying to eyeball the square here, I'm pretty sure this force will come in and this force will not, or at least Certainly hope it doesn't, because that would change the dynamics of the battle considerably if this whole army was able to join in as well. We would basically just have to retreat at that point. But anyway, they just have 3 cultists, and then they have the bodyguard, which obviously the bodyguard is a serious threat, but the cultists are not, or at least I don't think they are. So hopefully, again, mostly just hoping that I can obliterate some of these units with arrow fire and maybe surround and get some of these other units killed off. I'm also hoping that Lama can actually make it there. I can't tell if Arnak's zone of control is going to stop him right there, or if he can just kind of like go around here to hit the fort, because that would be annoying. Because, I mean, he could place Arnak under siege and then next turn try to take the fort, but the problem is that I assume Adunabar will have shifted its forces by then, maybe guarding the fort with a more substantial force, or worse, just straight up attacking Lawa while he's off a fort, because obviously these armies could easily make it to him. We don't want that. So, oh, it looks like we can make it. Yep, he's walking right past. All right, good. All righty. Yep, and it looks like we only pulled in the 1 force here with the cultists and such, as I guess I anticipated, or hoped. Hoped might be a better word for that. All right, but anyway, let's get right into the battle. Okay, guys, welcome to the battle. As you can see, this is kind of similar to that other ford, where basically there's actually 2 of them, which I think is going to help us out in this battle, but I'm not sure if it's going to help us out in any future defensive battles. In fact, it might be actually very unfortunate for us. Oh, crap. Are they... Shoot. Cavalry, get back across the river here. So, what I was basically going to do was have the cavalry intercept the reinforcements, because they're just cultists and the bodyguard anyways, but as you can see, the original force here actually started to join in, and we can't have that. It's a fire on the berserkers, and actually, this was kind of a mistake. I just realized it was a mistake. Oh dear. Back! Back! Run, run, run! Oh, no. Stop, stop, stop. Alright. Fire on the berserkers again. What we're going to do is we're going to have the Wolf's Oathman basically kind of stand here so that they can take the brunt of any attempt to cross the river. I guess there's probably fine. Okay, the Uruk Berserkers are not dying, and I just realized it's because I have the units all bunched up rather heavily. Basically, when you bunch them up like this, I believe what happens is only a few of them will actually fire. So if you actually look at the Berserkers here, you see only like a few arrows here and there are coming in instead of just a hail of arrows as one would expect from 4 units. Archers. There we go. And then we'll have the Wolf's Oathman get back over here as well. We really don't need them there. Now, what we could do... I mean, I guess I should really check and make sure that the archers can't actually hit them from this side. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we're well out of range. I don't even know why I would need to test that. What I could do is actually have them come over here and try and cross this side of the river. Simply because the enemy looks like they're all going to gather up over here. Of course, as we saw, once our troops started to cross the river, the enemy started to charge them. So we might have to send a force over first to basically intercept anyone who tries to attack the archers. Of course, then they sent their entire force over before, so... annoying. So very annoying. Where are you guys going? Why are some of those guys trying to cross on, or trying to go to that side? No, 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 guys, guys. Run back. Very good. Holy smokes, what were you guys thinking? I think there's these, what? 3, 4, 5. Like, somewhere between 10 and 15 guys here who are just going, yep, you guys just stand back here. We'll handle this, no problem. Alright, so yes, what I think I will do is let's grab, let's say, 3 of the Wolf's Oath men. Bring them over here, plus Lawa. Then we will have 2 units of Wolf's Oath men, the full strength one and the half strength one, both kind of wait over here. They're really kind of thinking about what they're doing over there, aren't they? All right, we'll bring the wolf hunters over here as well, but we'll leave the axes of the wolf over here as well. Well, actually, I should do that thing that I was talking about before, where basically we don't stand directly, like, on the edge of the ford. Kind of have our units just a little ways back. Just a little, so that they can more easily retreat. That way, if the enemy tries to push over here while we're trying to cross the river on this side, we should be fine. Of course, if they do charge us all over here, then maybe we should actually have... You know what? Let's have the cavalry on this side instead. Then what we can do is we can have the cavalry charge across here if they commit the whole of their forces to our units that are crossing the river on the left-hand side here. Alright, but anyway, that's the plan. It's going to take a bit to actually get our units in position, so I will simply bring you guys back once we are ready to go. Okay, guys, welcome back. As you can see, we do have most of our troops across the river here. But the enemy have decided to cross, or at least with one of their units, the Uruk Guard here. So what we're going to do is actually pull these guys ever so slightly back again. Have these axes of the wolf over here. Have these axes of the wolf over here. Because if they are just going to send the one unit, that actually isn't so bad. It'll give time for the stragglers to cross over, because for some reason, as you can see, some of the soldiers here just would not run. Sometimes, like, giving them their marching orders again would cause them to change their minds, but... Oh yeah, I see, now they're going to do it. Okay, interesting. They've actually stopped and are not marching to attack anyone. You wait a minute. You don't suppose... Like, because if they were in a full line, the Uruk Guard were going to be over here, right? But they can't stop on the river. So did the AI tell them to go to the other side of the river because they couldn't put them, like, right here? Oh, no. Wait. All right, wait. Stop. By the way, do you guys have War Cry? Okay, you do. You know, I really need to use that more on some of my units. I think I'm getting better at it, but that's not the same thing as being good at it. Alright, so now... You guys... Okay, you guys are still not in any kind of good position. Or maybe a little further away from the water will help. You guys, yes, fire at will if the enemy, you know, comes near you. And then the archers just kind of stand behind them. Hopefully that'll help them get their formation going. I kind of want to charge the Uruk guards now and kill them before, and like have those guys maybe rest a bit, because I think the running across the river definitely tired them. Okay, Axes of the Wolf on both sides. Problem is that because they're standing on the edge of the ford like that, I'm expecting all sorts of like pathfinding shenanigans and problems. All right, now everyone, war cry. All right, we'll have the Oathmen engage first. Then the Axes of the Wolf from both sides. Oh, and there's their captain. Oh, good. Chop him up. Like, cut him down. I mean, he's the captain, I think, of the initial crossing force. Or the force that was holding the bridge. So for, like, these guys here. Obviously, this guy's the general for, like, the cultist units. Shaken, losing heavily. That's what we like to see. In fact, I think we've only lost like one Axe of the Wolf and like none of the Oathmen. Okay, we just lost a second Axeman, but still, our casualties are good in this little engagement. I was worried the Uruk Guard might put up more of a fight. Oh, and there goes their captain. And there goes the unit. Oh, dear. Hey, you guys, line up back here. Axes over here. Other axes over here. And hurry it up, fellas. All right, we need to push forward with this force for sure. Oh, because they're all basically going to cross, like right now. Where are they going? Oh, crap. Okay, the Axes of the Wolf are... What? Stop. Stay there and fight. You guys, charge them as well. And I guess we'll have these two units kind of stand here instead. You guys get over here. What we'll do is we'll have We'll have these two wolf hunters charge them. These two form up back here. And let's actually have the archers get forward here, because we're going to need them. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. That's not good. All right, come on, guys. Rush, rush, rush over there. Oh, cavalry. Why don't you guys come back, actually? Oh, our Wolf's Oathmen are taking so much damage on that side. Okay, we'll have the general killed, though, here in a moment. All right, we'll have one of our cavalry units just kind of bite the bullet here and assist them. Come on, kill the general, kill the general. All right, are the archers ready yet? Oh, crap. All right, the enemy general is dead. Let's have the Axes of the Wolf charge the Berserkers in the rear. And we'll have the Wolf's Oathmen, this other group, I mean, charge in the back over here. All right, cavalry fall back. You have taken quite a lot of casualties, actually. Alright, stay there. You guys fire. Actually, why don't we have these guys just start crossing? Okay. War cry. Oh wait, they're broken. Alright, cavalry chase after them, make sure they continue fleeing. Oh, and there we go, the battle is over. Well, in that case, you guys don't need to cross. Get back over here. Oh, crap. Archers are not firing anymore, but I guess let's tell them to stop firing at will before they kill too many of our Axes of the Wolf. I don't know that we'll be able to catch those Ologhai on that side. Oh, and I did see... Yes, there was a cultist over there. Where's the edge of the map? It's over here. Yeah, the Ologhai are basically cavalry in terms of speed, so they're going to get away. Which is unfortunate, because then I imagine... Well, actually, we might have killed enough of the army that the army itself will just disappear, but it's possible that that Ologhai unit will be back. I hope we actually replenished some of these casualties, though, I mean, our casualties weren't terrible. I think the Axes of the Wolf actually took a bit of a beating, as did this unit of Wolf's Oathmen. Alright. Any good healing? Yeah, on the Axes of the Wolf, well, one of the units did. The other unit just got obliterated, and the Wolf's Oathmen didn't get much healing either. Alright, but anyway, still, the casualties were not terrible, and I guess now we know what the battle map looks like. Basically... We have a similar setup, again, to the one that's over in north eastern Rohan. I don't know what you'd call that area. I think... Wait, was it called... No, it wasn't called Eastfold, was it? Well, whatever it was. Anyway, we have a double ford here. And so in future battles, that will be the case as well. And I guess we've used that to good effect in the past. I'm just hoping that if Lawa gets attacked here, the enemy doesn't try and use it to good effect. I was also very surprised when the AI actually charged their units across the river like that. Again, I think the Uruk Guard did that simply because like there was no place to put them in formation, I think. Because otherwise I don't know why else they would send their unit just across the river here and then just stop and do nothing. What I didn't think was that attacking and killing that unit would then prompt the rest of them to cross, which kind of left our units on the other side with not a whole lot to do. Well, I say that, as you can see in the river here, all of these casualties were caused by the archers firing at them, so it's not like they didn't do anything on this side, and I think there were some casualties, well, some very minor casualties, admittedly, on this side. You see some more cultists here. All right, but anyway, let's take this back to the campaign map. All right, so we have successfully pushed them off of the ford.
Yes, Captain.
We might have to start getting start using up some mercenaries for Lawa here if his casualties go too much higher. And actually, certain units like this one is actually so weak that, I mean, maybe I should consider... Well, not yet, because we still have those 4 full units, and again, it's a ford battle, or would be a ford battle, if they attack us here. They certainly have the forces to attack us here, just to be clear, but the AI has been kind of hit or miss as to whether it will attack. Now, is this area, like, out of our field of view? Because, like, there's this, like... Well, I guess there's a mountain here, but it's kind of not in his line of sight. I guess maybe there's hills here? I kind of want to bring my spy back here, just so that we can kind of see what's going on back there. But I actually also kind of want to send the spy across while we still have the chance. Because, like, I think these armies actually both had scouts in them for a while. And here's the other one, because I think, let's see. Oh no, I left the scout with you. Okay, scout does not need to go over there. You come back. Because Adunabar always had armies standing here, the scouts couldn't get past them. But I guess now, we can just kind of have the scouts go around. Let's see. We're just going to position you here. Okay, and he can see basically everything that's around there. And then we have this one over here. I guess we'll just kind of put him here. And then where was that other scout? Okay, you can just kind of stand more or less here, I guess, so that we can see everything. All right, yeah, so I guess we don't need the scout to cross the river. He can stay here and watch what's happening at Arnak. All right, but it looks like that's actually going to be it for now, so I will just bring you guys back as more of interest occurs. Okay, guys, welcome back. And boy, we did not have to wait long. Basically, this is the end turn of the very same turn I left you guys last time. It looks like here in the north, they probably won't attack. I mean, they've consolidated their forces, and I guess they could attack, but I'm guessing the consolidation occurred in place of an attack, so probably won't be attacked there. Obviously, we are being attacked here. Actually, you know what, let's move this aside for now. You're being attacked here. And it's possible that there could be follow-up attacks if they bring some of their other armies there. The armies over here have not really moved yet, though, so I think it's not a case of they're not going to attack Lawa, but more one attack at a time. Like, maybe they'll attack him after they're done attacking Ebba here. But anyway, so Ebba is basically, he has the same army as the other elite forces. It's just that he has Dunlandian Guardians instead of Wolf's Oathmen, because at the time this army was trained, Wolf's Oathmen were not yet a thing. Or I think it was maybe mid while the army was being trained that they became a thing, so I just finished them off with Dunlandian Guardians. I can't remember the exact circumstances. But in any case, this army is basically completely intact, except for this slightly understrength unit of mercenary bowmen. So we should be able to hold the ford in the face of the enemy here. They've only got 2 archer units, but they've got a lot of good units. Who I notice have a lot of like extra armor and experience. Swords of the Shadow in particular, which I think they're just a better base unit altogether than some of these other units, but having all that extra experience and the extra armor is not good. Definitely not happy about that. But hopefully, since we've got only 2 archer units here, we can really just blast them with javelins from the wolf hunters and with arrows from the mercenary bowmen as they're crossing the river and just cause an immense number of casualties. And I can't help but notice they also don't have a general. In fact, I guess technically that means they have no cavalry of any kind. It's just the hill trolls are like a pseudo-cavalry almost, as are the Ologhai. And obviously, I think they're probably even maybe the biggest threat, because I know they can push right through our Wolf's Oathmen, which means they can do that to the Dunlandian Guardians as well. All right, but without further delay, into the battle we go. Okay, guys, welcome to the battle. So as I think we mentioned in a previous battle, I'm not going to have my men run right up to the edge of the bridge here, just because of the pathfinding issues that we have when trying to, like, dislodge our troops. I think we're far back enough that we should be free of any of those issues, but still not so far away that the enemy can simply, what's the word for it? Like, just pour out the sides and, like, say, attack the archers, or just try to, like, outflank my forces. Or at least I hope not. They're also doing what we've done in the past, where the general's bodyguard is kind of sticking out over here to the right. Like, the right side of it is facing out, so that the bodyguard can take some of the brunt of that fighting there. Of course, we are already killing off one of the dark bow units. In fact, why don't we kind of hurry things along here? Then when this unit gets close enough, we'll have them fire at them instead. Ah, that's excellent. All right, they can now fire at them, so let's have them go ahead and do it. Guys should be finished off momentarily. Come on, there's only 2 of them left. Kill them. There we go. All right, now, can you both hit that unit? You can. Whoa, stop. Okay, why do you guys keep insisting on moving? Okay, you're not moving. Okay. You had a little indicator saying you were moving. Oh, and I didn't put them in guard mode either, by the way. Because I think having them try to maintain, like, perfectly maintain their position is also a problem. I see they've sent their Swords of the Shadow in first, and those are, like, their best units. That's a little unfortunate. Can you guys Warcry? You cannot. Okay, fine. Well, at least the General's Bodyguard will be facing them first and foremost. Okay, the Dark Bows have been eliminated. Alright, let's have these guys fire on the Berserkers. You guys better not actually be moving. Okay, you're not. Okay, fire on the Berserkers. Alright, I think we've got enough now. We could go ahead and have the javelins fly. And right into the bunch of Ulaghai, too. That's actually really good. We want as much damage to them as possible. Keep throwing! Alright, our archers are still firing into the sides of them here. Very good. Let's actually just... Oh, we're running out of arrows pretty fast here. Let's make sure they're firing on these berserkers back here. Oh, crap. Who's being attacked? Oh, they're not being attacked. They're actually broken. Alright, so... let's have the wolf hunters pulled back. Since they're out of javelins now. Actually, those guys are eager. Let's pull these guys back now, too. In fact, no more loose formation. Get back here. You guys are actually fully out of ammo, so why don't you actually just come back here? Actually, the archers that do have ammo can also just kind of come back here. Okay, where did those trolls go? Okay, they will probably actually make it off the battlefield, so we'll just let them. All right, let's have our General's Bodyguard pull out of there first, and then we will pull back the Dunlendian Guardians. Unfortunately, the other unit of Ulaghai are still fighting. All right. Retreat, retreat, retreat! And it looks like they are able to leave without some of the terrible pathfinding issues we've had before. That is good. That is what we were hoping for. They pull all the way back to the line here. The trolls are dying. Oh, they're actually broken now. Excellent. Let's have this unit of riders just kind of leave, because that's 4 of them, and I don't know if... they might be tempted to stick around, so let's make sure that temptation does not come to pass. All right, now, we still have a few arrows left, so let's just make sure we use them on, let's say, the berserkers here. So the fire will spread, of course, amongst the other men there, too. I guess we could have the General's Bodyguard just kind of stick into there a little bit. Okay, we've only got 1 unit of archers left. Just make sure they're firing somewhere back there with those last few arrows. Actually, I should do what I've done in the past and have these archers kind of hang out over here. All right. Okay, they've chased them off the battlefield, and I guess that's as good as we're going to get. Let's bring the cavalry back over here. Also, let's make sure our wolf hunters are nice and spread out so that we can basically make sure their intimidation factor is occurring kind of across the line here. What are you guys doing? Impetuous. Okay, they are trying to form up over here. That's a little unfortunate. Okay, these bowmen are now fully out of ammo, so let's just have them kind of pull over here. Okay, they're nice and broken. Very good. But make sure you come back over here to shore up this flank. Okay, you guys get over here and kill them off. Make sure they continue to die. Oh. Oh. The archers are still hidden, so, that's fine. I'm sure that's fine. Okay, we need to do something about this big old blob of men now. Let's bring the axemen over here and attack the shadows from the side there. Push these guys forward, and then we'll have the axes basically form up over here as a protection on this side. Actually, we'll have that unit of wolf hunters kind of form up over here as well. Just to make sure everyone is good there. All right, guys, run. Run. This is not the time to be dilly-dallying. Right now, war cry. And attack in the side. Let's pull the wolf hunters forward. All right, these guys have been discovered. It's time for you to flee for your lives. You might want to flee a little faster than that. Okay, everyone get in there except for the general's bodyguard. Okay, this flank is actually doing really well, so let's have these two units leave and attack those guys. Then let's have the Dunlendian Guardians who are here turn around and engage them, since they're wavering anyways. Alright, I think we are slowly but surely getting a rout going on here, so let's... Actually, I think we're basically getting a rout going. Alright, Guardians, turn around. Alright, they're wavering on that side, so let's see, do we have a unit? Well, these guys are utterly tired, so it's going to take them a bit to catch up. Yes, get in there and let them have it. Alright, Axes of the Wolf. Actually, get over here, on the side, on the side, on the side. Alright, I know you guys are really tired, but come back over here anyways, because we really don't need you to be chasing the enemy.
Running like a startled goat. Hunt him. Goats make good
Alright,
eating.
war cry, and attack.
Enemy army runs. Now hunt them down.
Oh, except for... Oh, actually, I guess it doesn't matter. Because the enemy is utterly routed. Alright, bowmen. You guys should be quite fresh, so just rush over there to intercept anyone. We'll have the cavalry take care of them as they get out of the trees, if applicable. But you guys, all of you guys basically just kind of stop what you're doing. Alright, Guardians who are here, just kind of leave. Alright, cavalry, go get those guys. Okay, seriously, if you guys aren't going to run and kill them, then why are you even here? Maybe I shouldn't have both units do it. Axes of the Wolf. Like, I keep telling them to run, and then they suddenly start walking instead. Alright, well, let's see if we can get the cavalry to take them out then, and we'll just have these guys kind of stand off to the side here. since I just noticed that they had finished off their target. All right, so what's going on over here? You guys are killing the enemy as they get over here. Very good. I don't see a bunch of other enemy units there on the map. That is good. We definitely want to kill as many of those Uruk spears as we can, so definitely take off after them. But it looks like... Oh, he's like running the gauntlet of the archers. Oh, come on, guys! Stab him! Stab him! Here. Just let him have it. There we go. Right, and where... Okay, there's that guy there. And he's just one guy. Let's kill him and be done. There we go. Alright, so the last of the enemy units should be these guys. And the cavalry have caught them and are for some reason walking. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, seriously, one of you units get out of here then. And the other unit... Here's the other unit. Oh, they've crossed. This was the edge of the map. Well, I say they. There's one guy there. All right. Excellent. I say excellent. Casualties were not the greatest, but they weren't our worst showing either, especially considering the forces the enemy had. And boy, did the enemy have forces. Not only is that quite a lot of guys, but remember, they were mostly infantry. So we had to do a lot of hard fighting, you know, infantry to infantry, rather than, like, say, have our archers take out a bunch of archers, because there were only, like, 2 enemy archer units. Healing has been awful, and of course, most of them are on the Chieftain's Guardsmen, unit that would replenish automatically anyway, so of course, they're the ones who get all the healing, except for 4 Dunlending Guardians. Yeah, so basically, all of the casualties we took stuck. That's actually really unfortunate. That's a lot of guys. Now I'm looking at the casualty figure and I'm actually quite unhappy with it. Still, the slaughter was very great. Obviously, the archers obliterating quite a few enemies themselves, and the Dunlending Guardians did very, very well. I know I was picking on them because of the casualties not being healed, but look at how many they killed. They killed plenty, as did the Wolf Hunters, mostly with their javelins, I assume. Axis of the Wolf, that unit killed a lot of guys. They must have been killing routers, because there's no way they fought and, like, killed that many, like, in a stand-up fight. And I mean, a bunch of these casualties are probably from routers, too, because the enemy didn't really have a lot of... Well, they won't route back across the bridge, right? They'll just kind of route to the sides, and that inevitably means hitting some of my units, and so that inevitably causes casualties among the routers. All right, but anyway, let's take this back to the campaign map. Okay, here we are back on the campaign map. And Adunabar has actually not attacked us again, so it looks like they have been stopped for now. And I say for now because, as you can see, it's not like they are still short in any way of armies on all fronts, though I think they're kind of weakest up here in the north. I mean, just barely, because I think this is getting weaker, but the thing is that it's so easy for them to just bring armies from this front to this front that this front isn't exactly weak, I guess, is where I was going with that. All right, but it looks like that's actually it for now, so I will just bring you guys back as more of interest occurs.